Washington, D.C., what's happening? This is the OGs of the DMV. The DMV Sports 3. We're here live this morning because we wanted to talk about the Washington Wizards and what in the world happened yesterday. 40-point loss to a Nets team that is in complete turmoil. They don't even have a coach. Dude was just sitting on the bench with the big beard. He wasn't doing nothing. KD was in there coaching. I mean, at first it looked good. I mean, really, up to about 25, 26 points, we looked good. I mean, Bill was doing his thing. We was doing a two-man game. Porzingis looked good, slamming on people's heads. And then the subs came in. Now, I kind of like the sub rotation myself, but last night it just wasn't happening. It just wasn't happening. And I don't think we mixed it up enough or brought the starters back. Sometimes the starters got to play more than they used to. You know, I know it's early in the season, but that's a game we could have had. We could have had that game. I think. Yeah, I think because they didn't have no Kyrie. You know, it was all KD. He was doing what he wanted to do, man.
Yeah, but you got to say that knowing that dude got a cape on his back. When it comes to basketball, that dude has beaten teams by himself many a time.
Ain't nothing but the truth there, boy.
Yeah, man, he was back home too. He was by himself though. No Ben was out there either, right? He wasn't out there. It was just him and a bunch of dudes off the street.
Hey, look, that's what Washington fans have been looking for. A person like that. We wanted so bad to be Bill, but he's not that guy.
He's not that
as
guy.
Long as he shows up, we're in the game. You know what I'm saying? No matter who's with him. You know, that's the LeBrons. That's your boy, your boy out of Golden State.
That's your boy Jai from
five people
Memphis.
out there that does that in the league, man, that just gives it up like that. And I can't take nothing away from our homeboy. Shout out to KD. He can just do that. Come out there and be like, I don't need nobody.
What's up, Big Ed? Welcome to the family, man.
Left hand up. What's up? The real Ed Oliver. Hey, listen, this is an honor. The real Ed Oliver's on live with the old guys, man. What's up, Ed?
Left hand up. I hear you, man. I hear you. That's a weird song, but whatever. That left hand up.
Hey, if you would have did it, it wouldn't have been weird. We would have went up there.
Yeah, true. Yeah, especially after. But yeah, we should have beat the Nets. It was just it was unfathomable the way they crumbled. They crumbled like right after the subbed. I mean, we looked like we was going to win in the first 15 minutes. It looked good, man. I don't know how to explain it. It's
called no defense, man.
Some days you don't have it. Some days you don't have it, Big Al. I'm saying. But even when you don't have it, there's a level of effort that you put in.
Yeah.
Now 40-point loss doesn't show me any effort. Yeah. It just doesn't. Nobody got punched in the stomach. Nobody got tripped. You know what I'm saying? They handing off T-shirt. Terry McLaurin in the building giving KD a T-shirt, not a T-shirt, but a
jersey.
Jersey, yeah. I'm like, come on, man.
Hey, Deacon, though, you got to say that crossover was a killer crossover, Joe.
Hey, man.
The Hezzy crossover, woo, the Hezzy crossover was a killer.
There's a reason why.
That was straight from Seat Pleasant, baby. That was straight from Seat Pleasant, man. Good Googa Mooga.
There's a reason why they call him the best, man.
I said good Googa Mooga. I ain't heard that in 20 years. Good Googa Mooga.
But really, this doesn't define our season.
Nah.
But it does.
I don't.
It defines the effort, though.
Are we a good defensive team or not, man?
We don't have a good defensive team. Well,
we ain't been a good defensive team in a long time. Real.
I keep
it was basically KD and some dudes from Seat Pleasant, Capitol Heights. I didn't know none. Did you know any of those other guys? I didn't know none of those guys.
And not worried about that.
He killed us.
That's not the point. The point is that Unsell has to commit to making sure his rotation is perfect. And I mean that. I mean, he has to be strategic at all times. He can't just say, all right, so-and-so is fine. You go in. No, you can't go in. hey, stay out there and be tired because I gotta find somebody who's gonna go there before we get this, this run on us because this guy right here is not going to do anything but make it worse. He has to start identifying it like that, man. You know what it is. You got 5 guys. It's different from the 11 we deal with the football team. It's 5, and those one guy out of 5 out there not performing, Joe. That's
Yeah.
it. That's all it
I mean,
takes.
it was just one game. We got to realize it's just one.
It was just one game that you're
No,
right.
and but we're analyzing, just moving forward, and I'm not stressing. I'm just saying is that where we are right now is a good time to be the first opportunity to be a little bit, analytical on, okay, what's going on? What we got to do to maintain our, we're one game below 500 somehow, you know what I'm saying? So, okay, no big deal. But before we get to a wash that we have seen years after years after years, what do we do to stem the bleeding? That's all we got to do. You ain't got to worry about the future. We ain't got to worry about the past. Just stem the bleeding so that the next game we compete. 40 points?
40 points is
40 points is not a game. That's so unprofessional on any athletic level.
Whenever you see Johnny Davis in the game, you know it's over.
Yeah, did you hear about that? I don't know if it was high school or college, whatever football team beat a team down 96-0 before 90. Listen, football, 96.
It was disrespectful.
At the half, they had to cut the game. How did 96?
We used to do that.
Were they toddlers? No.
Hey,
90. I didn't say 40. 40 is a lot. 90 out.
That's all it is.
At the half. So what I'm saying is they should never put a uniform on again. Really, there needs to be an understanding like you.
Remember when we played Bowie? We played Bowie, and at halftime we was killing them, and then it just turned out after halftime it was fourth quarter. They skipped the whole quarter of that game, man. I remember that we had to run sprints on the field while they were loading the bus. Sometimes that happens, man. Let's get back to basics.
I'm not saying that, but and again, that's where we at with that. But my problem is at the NBA level. Right? Here we go. In order for us to be considered in the East, anything, you don't lose by 40 ever.
No. Well, yeah, you're right. And like I said, it was a bad game. It was a bad game.
I want to ask you a question real quick, though. One of the issues that we're struggling with is that we're not developing our number one picks to be participant on the team or be a key contributor on the team. Rudy is probably our best number one pick in the last, 4 years, and he's not consistent enough. I love my man from Japan, but he's not consistent enough. We got Denny out there who's supposedly supposed to be a good player in Europe, but when he comes to us, he plays with us. He's not what he's not what we think he is. And now we got this dude Davis on the team, a number one pick on the team. And I don't think he can. They say he's a good defensive player, but I haven't seen that. Have you seen anything?
No, not at this level. I haven't seen that dang thing. In college,
he was almost.
No. Well, yes. Well, not yet. I won't say yet. In college, he was nice. He hasn't translated that into the NBA. That's like saying that Corey Kispert. Gonzaga. He couldn't miss a three. Now he's average. I don't know what it is to transfer when you come into the NBA. I don't know if it's you don't have enough space. Or your shoulders, your shot
acumen is underrated. Mental acumen is
now listen, what I need with a 40-point loss and
40 Jesus
is one of them tapes you throw away. Only thing you show is the non-aggression of your team. You don't go through a whole bunch of stuff because you can have bad days when nobody's hitting shots and all that. What I need is my $250 million man to start putting down some work.
There you go.
When you get to the point where you down 20, you need to start heisting. You know what I'm saying? You need to be going to the hoop. You need to be just don't even worry about passing. There's the
elephant in the room, Al. There's the elephant in the room right there. Right there, Al. You don't want to talk about them. I understand.
Well, I would
Not-
say no. I would say this. Bradley is not.
He hasn't shown to be a max
Ricky
player.
J, what's up, Ricky? What's up?
Ricky? He hasn't shown to be the player he was 2 years ago. I'm not saying through injury or not. Maybe he's playing a different game now.
He's playing too much point.
Well, he's the only point guard we got.
Which was
right now, point
guards. Al was highlighting that preseason, man. We was like, yo, what we gonna do in that position? I remember that.
No, listen, Wilt Barton is a good point guard. Morris is a good point guard. I think they hurt. That's why Bill's playing more point guard last night.
Barton played and Morris played last night. They got blown
out.
Played?
Well, hey,
Wright didn't play. Wright is out for
I'm trying. I'm reaching. I'm just saying.
Yeah, stop that. Stop it. I'm with Ricky J. Al's with Ricky J. Brad is not a max player, man. But did I want us to do what we did? I did. That's the crazy thing. So I'm at fault in this to a certain degree because I'm a fan. Because I'm just like, yo, if you look at our roster, that's where I was at with Brad. But at the end of the day, the truth is coming out. I prayed, I hope that this and that. You got to have a strategist in the coaching situation is going to say, okay, Brad, I've been watching tape. I've been sleeping with tapes. I've been waking up on Sundays and going to church. Instead of paying attention to the pastor, I'm looking at my phone at tapes, and I see this is what you do well. I'm going to highlight this, and I need you to run this and make a difference and an impact. Because if you look at who's behind him, Porzingis is coming up, whatever like that. The unicorn
is killing it.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Is he going to be the one? Because, okay, what Al said, $250 million man versus Porzingis.
I mean, that might be the thing that we might do. We might need to feature Porzingis more.
Listen,
or feature Guzzi more.
In the beginning of the game, they're running the two-man game. Pick and pop. They was running the what do you call it? Flipping my mind now. Anyway, it was Brad and Porzingis. Brad and Porzingis, man. You can't. Nobody was Brad. Porzingis is 7'6", right? Mm-hmm. Nobody was in the game over 7 foot defending.
So he should have been rising up. Porzingis, he can't play bully ball.
He don't need to. He got a shot. He got a turnaround jumper.
So what's the problem?
All he got to do is face. They're not running that play consistently. They want to spread the ball around, but that wasn't working last night. You need to feed. If he got the hot hand, feed the hot hand.
So then Deacon, your analysis is what?
Yeah, right there, Ricky J. He should be the number one option.
My man, Ricky. See, Ricky dropping gems today. Exactly. So then who gets the finger, i.e. the proverbial pointing at the finger on who can do better? Coaching. The coach needs to recognize that in the game, not recognize that tomorrow. You got to be ready to look at the situation and say, look, Bradley, hey, look, I did highlight you in the beginning, Bradley, but now we're going to go to plan B. Plan B on 3. Everybody bring it in. Wizards, go. And yes, that's what I'm saying. We got to have an in-game understanding of what we're trying to do, which is win games. Win games. And if we can see it, you analyzed it. Ricky J jumped in. Yo, man, come on, Unsell. That's how I get to coaching. Because I'm like, come on, man. You're gonna push the situation and push your agenda. Is that ego? What is that? No, adjust to the moment.
Well, I just feel that, Trey, you got to realize the dynamics of the team, the dynamics of the locker room. The locker room, Brad is the alpha dog. He had all his kids in the locker room, got his wife in the locker room. Everybody, he's the alpha dog in the locker room. So he might be more the alpha dog than the coach is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and he might be saying, "Nah, we run the play to me. I got this." Bradley, you on one, boom, and he go there.
Okay, Al, right? I digress.
But it's not like Brad.
That's why they ran out. They ran out your boy with the black lips and the dude that's playing for Dallas now. What the dude that play for Philly now? The black lips. What's his name?
We don't go there.
No. I want to know who that is.
He's slamming all hard. He dunk all hard now. got caught with the weed.
Drez,
Dread, yeah. Got caught with the weed.
okay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. He was on TV. He was the movie star, right?
Yeah. He was on TV. But saying all of that, they ran them two dudes out of the team last year. We had to trade them because Bradley didn't get along with them. They in there fighting in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? They was in there fighting in the locker room. Allegedly. So my point is that Brad is the alpha dog in that locker room. And that may be the problem.
That may be the problem.
It could be the problem, but but dude was like 6'9". He wasn't playing center. He was out of position. He's still out of position. But what? Because he's been traded.
Ed Oliver, man, what you got on that? What you got to say if you still with us, Ed? What you got to say on that?
Ed rolled out. Hey, it was the lips, Deacon. It was the lips.
Listen, it's not like Brad can't score, but if you look at number one options, max deals around the league, Brad is probably on the bottom half of those people. Not because he doesn't have the talent. You can tell he can score. Whenever he wants to get down and score, he has that pick and pop. He has that the elbow shot. He can drive to the basket. He has all kinds. He can go left or right. His aggressiveness to take over games he doesn't have, and I think it comes down to his dribbling. Because he'll dribble off his foot in a minute.
Yeah, you know what it is.
He might not be ready. He might not be. I just don't think he's aggressive enough. He's not. Look at the other teams. I mean, even if you look at people who aren't max players like Maxey these guys are aggressive. These high end players are aggressive, man. They go into the basket and you can't check them, or they popping on you. You can't check it. It's like you have no options. You can't check these guys.
Did y'all watch the Cleveland game? Did you watch the Cleveland game with Donovan Mitchell? Kind of,
Yeah, he took over the game.
He took over the game, man. The Cleveland game.
So when the game got close, Donovan put up like 2 threes and extended the lead. Yeah. There's nothing you can do about it.
Hold up. Oliver is back. Man, what he got on it? Brad is
that guy. Wizard can't guard a park car. You got that right. That's what you run the offense through. That's exactly what we're saying.
That's true.
If the man is running, nobody could check this. He's 7'6" with a 3-pointer. It ain't no regular 3-pointer. This dude can make 3 points. You know what I mean? He can shoot a 3. It looks good. He's a shooter. Right. Get him in the paint. You can't check. I don't know what to tell you.
So,
the issue is also he's been injury prone in his career because the Knicks made
him. Stop it. What'd you say, Trey? If you dress,
I'm going back to Bradley, man.
Dress, you play.
You said Bradley can't dribble, which is the reason why. I'm thinking Bradley came into this.
He can dribble. It's just he gets excited.
Deacon. Bradley came into this organization as Robin. That's his problem. He's been Robin. He was Robin, and he never really, even though you thought, or maybe we thought that he wanted to be Batman, he's still playing Robin. And I really think he would be comfortable playing behind Zingis. If they said it. I do. I think with the $250 million and all that, I hear what Al is saying. He could be saying this, but that's just talk. I don't because we don't see it on the court. The alpha dog on the sideline is in people's faces. The alpha dog is going up to dudes in the game and saying, hey, man, you did that wrong. I need you to get up. This is what I need you to do. Listen, when I give you this, blah, blah, that's the alpha dog. I don't see that. I see him playing. It's almost like he's playing by himself and everybody's just waiting for, okay, will I get a pass from him or not? You get what I'm saying? No, he's not a LeBron. He's not a Steph. He's not. He's not a Harden. Even Harden commands the court. He commands the court. He's like, listen, I want all the ball. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he's going to say. And that's and Beal is a Robin. He was after Wall. I'm here to be Wall.
Yeah, you're right. When Wall
everybody says that Bill is a Robin. I hear what Trey's saying. Bill is a Robin. It was original role. But behind the scenes, The word is that Bill's more alpha than you think he is. I'm telling you, the man got all his kids. They got
Well,
five
we need
kids.
to be alpha in the court, big guy. We talking about on the court. He need to be
Well,
alpha.
it's important because behind in the locker room, that's how they, the who gets the ball.
That's the dynamics.
That's
Yeah,
the
I hear what Al's
dynamics
saying.
of it.
So
You
if
know what
he's
I'm
in the
saying?
locker room saying that and then get to the court and
Yeah.
not be alpha dog, that is even a major problem.
That's a major problem.
Oh,
That's a
man,
major problem, and that's why we fight for the AFC.
Breaking news. Mr. Johnny Davis is going to the Go-Go's tonight.
He
He needs to run. He needs to run.
He should.
Yeah. He's not getting no run, in the regular games, man. He needs to be active and playing. So I don't see that as a bad thing. I mean, you got
I don't either, man.
You go down there. People get hurt. They go down there. They rehab and get
I don't
themselves
see
together.
it. He needs to find a shot. He needs to figure out how to get a shot off right now.
And then we need to talk to the general management on how we choosing in the draft. That's what we need to do.
Yeah,
I don't. Maybe he interviews well. I don't know, but I mean,
Jesus.
In college he was a dog. Now he's just a dog.
Was he a dog?
Yes. Yes.
Or this is me.
He had to be then though, because he was the only player on the team.
No. Listen, what I'm saying.
No, Wisconsin's a good basketball team. Wisconsin,
not that last year.
Al, to say a team in college is a good team. You know how many college players that went and got the chip in college and never played in the NBA? I mean, that list has to be huge. It's because in college, they have to focus on talent. Because you pulling out a chemical science major or something, and he got a serious defensive stance, doesn't mean that he's going to go to the NBA, but he can play well with your squad because you have designed a strategy around him being there. And he got a little picture. He's standing next to the guy who went to the NBA and then was a bum. Even the biggest guy on the team became a bum. This is not a consistent thing, fellas. You cannot judge.
The problem is as who we pick, who are drafting, how
exactly
we
all the time. Hey, look, what's your boy? Steph Curry, right? Steph Curry came out of Butler. Who came out of Butler behind Steph Curry ever? You know what I'm saying? Now he was a phenom. His father was in the NBA. He just whatever. It's just that lineage, that DNA. His brother is a beast. His brother don't have to play, but his brother can play. I take him. You know what I'm saying? In a heartbeat. But what I'm saying is that whole idea of because they was a beast in college. No,
that's all you got to go off of.
Not the judge.
That's all you got to go off of, Trey. That's all you got. You got enough.
No, I'm not saying that. Listen, you're not hearing me. You're saying that I'm saying ignore that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is there are better teams in judging. For example, the star on.
You got to go no further. I understand. You got to go no further. I understand exactly. I thought you were talking about judge. We don't judge talent.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. Okay, we're on the same page. Okay.
And let me just say, ain't no half stepping. You know that's a brother our age. He got it. That's old school.
What's up, man? Welcome to the show.
Watch out now.
I'm sorry. I said Butler. Davison. It was one of them Jones said. We don't
no name schools. It was one of them no name schools. Hey, but saying all of that, we have to figure it out. The season's just started. We got time. We don't have time.
Yeah, we got time. We got time.
We got time to get the season started. There's no need to worry. I'm not.
And I think we know that we are a 7 or 8 seed type of team anyway. We are.
We're gonna be in the play-in. We're gonna be in the
play-in, or we're gonna fight for the 6th spot or the 7th spot. We got some teams in front of us.
And I'm not really scared of that either, because
let's pray for healthy. Let's pray for healthy. Let's just stay healthy.
Well, but I think if we can get into the play-in, man, we can beat anybody in the play-in, because you slow the game down. As the game slows down, you don't have a bunch of stuff to deal with. You got one team in front of you, or go home. And I think we can focus. I think if Porzingis is healthy, Brad's healthy, Kuz is healthy, they can play the whole game. You don't have to worry about subbing, you know what I mean? Because you got nothing else to do.
Right. That's
true. I'm all right with that.
And Deacon's boy Denny gonna be a little bit better too.
No, he ain't. He can be playing with the Go-Go's too.
Yeah, Big Ten Player of the Year. You know, he was the Big Ten dude. Was Big Ten Player of the Year, Davis. You know what I'm saying?
Who's that?
Davis.
Johnny Davis.
Johnny Davis, Big Ten Player of the Year. Is just he's just not a good NBA player right now. Hey,
Right
I want to talk about one more thing before we go.
Point.
Last week, we had.
Hold on, Al. Hold on. We got last question. Last question, and Al, and we out. So we said this is, and I want y'all to answer this question because I already said what I said on West. Because y'all didn't mention it. Y'all scared? Yeah, West giving y'all some kickback. What's going on?
You know, I'll hang out with Wes.
Huh?
You know, I'll hang out with Wes.
Hang out with West.
You ain't tell me how you hang out with West.
West Unseld grew up in Indian Queen.
Yeah.
Indian Queen.
Indian Queen is a neighborhood in Oxon Hill that we grew
That's
up
right.
in, that we from, that we, you know what I'm saying? So
Indian Queen Elementary, baby.
you know, so West Jr. always has my support because he's from my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that he can coach better. Right now, he ain't doing a good job, but he got my support.
That was a homie call. Okay.
Yeah, it's a homie. I mean, hey, so to answer you, man, my brother, he from my neighborhood, man. He from, you know what I'm saying? So I got to have some support from the IQ crew. You know what I'm saying? The Indian Queen crew. So I'm always had that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the fact.
But let me say this about Wes, and let's always remember that this is only his second year. It's not even his second full year yet. You know, he only had 1 year under his belt.
Head coach.
As a head coach. There's a lot of difference from head coach to a position coach. So I think with that, he has to learn from what he did last year. We started out fast last year, and then we crumbled toward the end. You know, if he learns how to manipulate his team faster during the game, I think that's the biggest thing. If he can find out how to get his players to play in
game coaching,
in those midpoints where we lose focus, then he's going to become a good coach. I think that's all he needs right now. Because our team, if you look at our team roster wise, we're not that bad. I mean, we have a decent second string guys that come in. That second thing that with Barton, Rui, and who else? I guess didn't he play? They should leave one starter out there, one scorer out there with him. I'm just saying, but you know, I think he's going to be all right, man. I don't have any problem with West. I think that was a good hire. You know, at least he ain't nailing his assistants. You know,
we just being critical. You know, we ain't into firing nobody and nothing like that. Yeah. He was a good hire. He did improve the squad. Now we're in the the analytical phase. You know, once that we synthesizing the situation, we want to make sure that this guy can see what we see. And like you said, we can go, and as long as we compete, 40 points, that's not competing. So this is the only reason why I'm even bringing up the whole situation of the coaching. Could have been just a fumble on their part, you know what I'm saying, that game. But at the end of the day, we cannot, never, ever, 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 ever. 20 points is a mosh. 40 points is it's what they call it. Skunk rule, baby. Skunk rule. You know what I'm saying? Walk off the court. 40? Yeah, man. But, Wizards get up by 40 and lose. So that's the thing that I don't want to be a standard on how we are defining our squad. But at the end of the day, we still positive. We still hopeful. And if you got this far in live, and I want to thank, man, ain't no half-stepping, Mr. Ed Oliver, my man earlier, what was that, Ricky J, coming on and commenting, because what we do here is that we are fans, by fans, for fans. So look, anytime y'all want to come on, man, sometimes Deacon might even put the link in the chat. You can throw your beautiful, wonderful face on here and hang out with the OGs of the DMV. We want to thank you, but while you're here, go ahead and like and subscribe, because some of y'all think y'all subscribed and y'all not. YouTube is funny. You can see that we've been on here now. What was this? Our second year?
We're not talking about that.
I'm talking about
our second year and our third show.
Huh?
It's our third show.
Our third iteration of this program.
Yeah, well, we ain't gonna talk about that. Yeah. Yes, no, we're.
All right, let's go to the man with the fresh Bullets hat. What you talking about, Big Al?
Fresh.
I just want to end the show saying that, hey, DeMatha gave a whipping to Bronny James. DeMatha gave a whipping to little Bronny James and his Sierra Canyon, high school team. Bronny supposed to be the next feline. Unfortunately, they started shooting at the stadium, so they had to end the game a little early. But DeMatha was dunking on them, so we're going to give a special shout out to PG.
DC teams alone, baby.
Hey, baby. PG's on DeMatha High School.
I know we want to highlight that, gentlemen.
You know what I'm saying? DeMatha's on. Hey, Bronny James, you need to lock and load when you come to DC, baby.
Hey. All right, so we're going to get out of here.
He is wearing the Bullets hat, Deacon.
So y'all see now why we got kicked off 3 times already on YouTube. This is why we always get kicked off on YouTube, man.
Hey, man, we talking high school basketball. DC is the mecca of basketball, baby.
Hey, ain't no half step. You represent this.
Right there you go.
Class of 94. Go ahead. All right, ain't no. Hey, man, we gonna be coming on more live, man. We are here, man. What's up? Okay, what my Ed said.
Last thing, report said that they're fighting, but no guns.
All right, thank you, Ed, for the clarification.
Thank you, Ed.
We ain't not highlighting any violence. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never highlighting that, but we will say this. We love the fact that DeMatha got into Bronny and all of that, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, thank y'all for coming on, man. This is awesome.
Let's get out of here, gentlemen.
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
It's early Saturday morning. We're going to holler at everybody later.
Yes, sir.
Go Wizards. Go Wizards.
Let's do better, Wizards.